Okay, the word really was on my tongue. I was googling it, but it just popped in mind. I didn't even need to search it. It was also pretty difficult to search because I can use synonymous words like hitchy and stuff. What I wanted to say about the menu, that sometimes it goes, it stalls for a second and then it goes really quick, as it seems to make up for those stalled seconds. And I was like hitchy and stuff, blah blah blah. But of course, what I meant is simply stuttering. You have like a stuttering frame rate, and the menu also sometimes seemed to stutter a bit. So that was my learning moment. Together with the other learning moment from earlier, that was the word collating, which I didn't really knew. So whatever happens, we had 2 learning moments today, so that's a good thing. But we still have no way to get into the secret room. Is this the book we just read? I think so. Maybe not. Can the Outsider speak? An analysis of his visitations 3. Excerpt from a monograph on encounters with the Outsider. The most common dialogic interactions recorded with the Outsider are conjurations occurring at one of the many shrines to him constructed across the Isles. Are conjured occurring... They are considered, like all the things of interest, heretical by the Abbey and are forbidden from public view. These simple altars, often made of wood, wire and other materials found close at hand, are adorned with candles, dried herbs, coin and pieces of carved whalebone, known to possess a blessing from the void. It is not known if any item beyond the latter makes a tangible difference to the shrine's power. Nevertheless, it is through these ritualized sites that contact with the Outsider is thought possible. However, many such attempts are failures. Long are the lists of potential incantations, sacrificial animals and bodily fluids which are said to compel the Outsider to appear. None are successful, but yet there remain scattered first-hand accounts of people bearing on their flesh what is known colloquially as the Outsider's mark, which we recognize as the symbol engraved in whalebone runes. Seemingly communing with these altars, and when they wake are able to recount specifics of the Outsider's voice and appearance, which do not vary substantially in their descriptions. Yet there remain scattered first-hand accounts of people bearing on their flesh what is known colloquially as the Outsider marks, which we recognize as a symbol engraved in whalebone runes. Okay, that was a new one. And we have 1 and 2, 2 and 3. I think we also still have to, we have a 1, I guess. Library, inventory, lore. So we have, can he speak 3, can he speak 2? There should also be a 1, I guess. That's also annoying, just like all the way in the beginning of the playthrough. I had this boy, the red boy and other tales or something. And we also found part 2 and 3 and part 1 was nowhere to be found, which was quite annoying. And I actually think to remember that somewhere in the internet it was mentioned that the first part was actually in a level before we found the second part. But let's hope that with this book we don't have it, because there are 2 more books here. One here. Excerpt from Lost Days at Shindery, a memoir. It started with a hallucination. Joanna Gallardo screaming when her house vanished as she unlocked her front door. Miners returning from the depths with hair-raising tales of tunnels appearing already quarried and cleared beneath their pickaxes. But soon the entire town was awash in the unexplainable. The first time I hallucinated, I was working in the Shandori Mining Company store, distributing supplies to prospectors fresh off the carriages from Karnaka. I pulled a head lantern from the shelf and turned to hand it to a customer, but he was gone. The shop was gone. I was standing alone in a dust-swept street amid tumbled ruins. It was North Quarry Town, but different, as if decades had pressed it into the earth. I blinked and the vision dissipated. I was left befuddled, staring at a curious customer. Soon, all of North Quarry started flickering in and out of existence. Talk to a friend and they disappear mid-sentence. Roll over in your bedroom and wake under starry skies. We lost sense of what was real and what was illusory, and it worsened. The town disappearing for days while we camped in caves and spoke in hushed voices. It became unbearable. One by one my neighbors fled to Colero, Bastillion, anywhere but Shindery. Soon I was the only one left wandering deserted streets alone. I'd gone half mad with loneliness, roaming mine shafts deep into the mountains, when I stumbled upon a giant eye. It seemed to hum with power, beckoning me, and when I touched the eye, understanding exploded within me. The invisible layers of the universe were laid bare to me. I left the mines a wiser woman, Shindari, secrets, a mystery no more. I witnessed no more vanishings. Forever after the town remained stone solid for me. Yeah, sorry, my cat is distracting me. Hello, Puss. Hello, Pussycat. Okay, we had another book here, and it was, I think, here. No, not here. Where was it? There was one there. I saw another one, I'm sure. Yeah, there. Yeah, number 4. I want number 1. Can the outsider speak? An analysis of his visitations. Excerpt from a monograph on encounters with the outsider. We must consider then the possibility of the outsider's own agency in these encounters. Does the void itself direct his attentions? Or does the boy, the envisioned, submerged into the ether of the place so long ago, still retain a portion of his memory? His conscience, and indeed his desires. If we must entertain this thought, then we must also radically restructure our approach to the void and its lonely denizen. For surely it is alarming to consider, if the outsider speaks, why does he not speak to us? He has never conversed with a member of our society, let alone bestowed any favor. Yet, if we in all the isles know the truth of his creation and are his wardens in the void, so why then does he so often appear to the ignorant and miserable, the wrong and the hurt? Yet we in all know the truth and are... What knowledge does he seek? What does he hope to gain by traversing the dreams of these people, or by granting them such abilities as to allow them to change the circumstances of their lives? I am afraid, as always, that my research has left us with more questions than answers. Where is book number 1? We read that one. I can't stand stuff like that. Book number uno, numero uno, librerio. Oh. Okay, let's just hope we will stumble upon it by accident. Or was it this one? No, we read this one just now. Okay, whatever. By the way, this is what I mean with the swords being taken out way too often. It takes up a quarter of the screen and there's absolutely no use for it. That's quite annoying when you do a stealthy playthrough. Number 3. God damn it, we want number 1. Ah, maybe it's where those people are that we still have to take out. That could very well be. So let's take out those peoples. There's a guy standing over there. There are 2 guys sitting over there, I guess. Ah, we have a little ball here that we can use. Ah, we already had one. We can use that to distract, if need be. Okay, let's see what we have. Oh yeah, there was like this person in the hallway that we wanted to get.
Blacken your eyes.
How the hell did we get there? Two over there, one here. We can take this one out. But he is in the line of sight. Ah, there's one over there. We want to take out him first. So that means we have to get all the way... Man, it's pretty big. I think we have to get over there. Okay, yeah, it's hard of course to know when he is turning around. Or actually not that hard. He's chilling out. He's walking away. Okay, that didn't work. God damn it. We could use the little ball, let's try it. And then we will place a strategic marker over here. Let's see how... Let's place a strategic marker over there.
I'll take a look around.
Holy shit. That was actually not how I wanted to do it. But it turned out nice. In my book. Turned out nice. I have no idea what this room is. Were we already here? Yes, we were. That little bow is actually really handy because it is not as obtrusive as like... Man, that went pretty handy. The little ball is not as obtrusive as like a bottle. You can really just distract one person to take them away from your location. So actually, still, it is sometimes I find it a bit an annoying game, but also I think if you play it long enough, like yeah, I'm just a really slow. I do everything pretty slow, but if you get up to grips with it, Then the nuances of all the options are pretty impressive, I must say.
Just a shadow.
I think also the ball would be perfect for that guy.
I'm going to have a look around.
No.
What?
No. Yes, yes. Oh. How are we doing with spotting? 0, 0, 0, 0. That goes pretty well. And I think those... Nah, I'm not sure whether that are... I don't think that are the last two. So I was thinking of just dropping a hyperbaric grenade on them. Let's see. Hopefully this is the first book. No, it's not. We Watch the Stars by F.H. Clapp. Excerpt from a monograph on celestial cartography. Any child knows the constellations above the Isles. The Captain at the Helm, the Tusked Leviathan, the Vain Duchess, the Scaled He-Goat, the Moth King. Tales older than the outsider himself, patterns read long ago by the fearful and the ignorant to create meaning from the emptiness that engulfed them. The supposed significance of one's birth in relation to these signs is a common folk tale. Those born under this or that set of stars will be lucky or obedient or stubborn or proud. This is, of course, simple superstition. But what may be read in the stars is of greater substance than the fortunes of the unimportant masses. The night sky foretold the necessity of the outsider and urged the envisioned to seek out the wretch who would become him. It is not simple the movement of these distant stars, but when they blink out into nothingness, that tells us what the void requires. Alongside the migration of birds and the entrails of certain animals, the disappearance of several prominent celestial lights urged the ancient envision to take a helpless orphan and create the outsider from his wretched flesh. You see, the outsider, he is simply a victim, I guess. An evaluation of the permanent Isles of Karnaca. Jacobi further delay. He is a man of singular dedication. Any difficulty he encounters he overcomes by sheer force of persistence. He is undoubtedly devoted to our intellectual ideals. A studious man, dispassionate, yet obsessive. In his single-mindedness he can be prone to nervous fits and neglectful of himself and other duties. Furthermore, he is too enamored of the sanguine infusion and its effects on his mind. Enamored. Yoon, further delay. An aesthete. He appreciates the patterns and nuances of the void. His knowledge and passion would enrich our pursuits here. But the man is a celebrity. As of yet, he would not be suited to our rigors or our lifestyle. His public profile is too high to relocate without causing some alarm, and we believe he enjoys that fact. Michaels, to ascend within 3 years. A woman of consummate control. She has maintained a network of patrons and subordinates which has allowed our influence to spread and our studies to continue. Her reliability and constancy is unquestionable. It is through her efforts and resources that the dangerous relic from the outsider's creation has been kept secured. Our trust was not misplaced. Okay, so the eyeless is like the low level cults, and the envisioned are these guys over here, who are the higher level, and they are also distorted with their eyes glowing and a bit of skin deformation or stony skin because of their vicinity or even maybe visits to the void. Okay, and the question is how to take out these two. Yeah, I think I'm just going for the easy route. Cannot really help myself. Ah, damn, there's no easy route anymore. So what to do? Yeah, there's only one thing to do. That is attract attention. Let's see if the ball works when there's somebody like close by, or whether they only one or two will be alarmed. Pretty funny. Ow! Yes, she's walking about. He is still in his own little thing.
Nothing?
Yes, I'm here. And I'm 100% sure that I cannot take him out. Or maybe I can, but... Yes, I can. Okay, that's good. Pretty funny shadow. No, I want you under the stairs, man. Good enough. Preliminary notes on void anomalies. Despite the difficulty, we have managed a general study of the observable hollows, as some have called them. The anomalies and their provenance still baffle us. These flaws in reality are imperceptible to those who have only recently joined us in our seclusion. Extended communion with the eye is necessary before anything of this nature is revealed to us. Does the eye know? Does it share this knowledge with us so that we might understand their nature? If so, what else might that eye see? These confluences of the void show us the possibility of time. As the ritual hold is outside of time's reach, are we bound up in the strands of several divergences? It may be there are things still beyond our sight. We who watch the world align itself to our desires. Are we to witness the end of time as we understand it? Interesting question. Holy shit. That's the outsider, and that's a pretty freaky picture with a third eye like randomly placed on your forehead. The heart of the void.
She's seen through dark waters. Soon she will see the sky.
Anything worthwhile over here? Worthwhile? Worthwhile? Not really. So I think I took about everybody out. Maybe not. I was still... There was somewhere downstairs some people, but I'm not really sure. Maybe that was here. But anyway... I have two problems. One problem is... the first book on whether the outsider can speak. We only got part 2, 3 and 4. Preliminary notes on the void. We have managed a general study of the observable bodies. He is a man of singular dedication. Right. Lore. Yeah, we have 2, 3 and 4. Maps. We have a new map.
Right down to the bone. And mash. Eat it all up. Yes. Eat it all up.
Okay, the first problem we have is like that book, the first book that's nowhere to be found. The second problem we have is the secret room or the forbidden room in that in the other part. So then puzzle of the other own No, I just read this one, yeah. We also read this one, yeah. We read that one, I guess. Maybe it's in that secret room, the last book. I still wanted to see, isn't there still, weren't there some people over, what's this, nothing? No, this is where I think I came from. Come on, people! What's this, man? It all looks the same. No, that's where we just came from. This is also what we just took out, the people here. There was nothing here anymore. This is also not relevant. There was also nothing here, I guess. I really checked. Okay, that one book I don't mind that much. What I do mind is the forbidden room that I somehow have no clue how to access. I thought maybe that somebody walking around here would have a clue or anything. But that doesn't really seem to be the case, because we took them all out and there were no clues. And we also have no mission clues on that. This is the location of the eye, window to the void, quarry entrance code, turn to stone. No. By the way, I don't hope that we have to fight one of those stone guys as like a boss fight. If so, I probably will save that for tomorrow. That was the way to the void over there. Ah, there's the book over there, but no, we read that book. We read that book. We checked it out here. Yeah. No, I think we pretty much cleared out the place pretty thoroughly. So there should be another way into that secret room, and that is actually what I already thought. Probably the solution to the entrance of that room is way more close.
Pigs and bitter ink, dead thoughts, dead flesh, dry and cracked. Bite at the binding, making spill out, wormless food.
Sorry, I have to drink some tea. One moment. I've been playing too long. I have to squeeze my eyes. Okay, let's continue. We're making progress after all. Only not with this secret room, and that's a bit annoying. No, I do not want my sword drawn. What the hell? There's nothing to be done here. What's this here? No, that's just the beginning of the level. And again, I went through this all pretty thoroughly. Not much that can be said on that. scalpel. Maybe these rats know something.
Scattered papers, take tatters to nest. Scent of candles, spice, quiet. Old books make best beds.
I am stuck. I'm simply stuck. What the cool thing is of the new generation with gaming is like the meshes, they have way more, like the objects, they have way more surfaces and corners and polygons, and it's all less blocky, less square, less right flat sections and stuff. That's really cool. Like, for instance, this little corner over here, this bend. In older games that would be like a 90-degree square hook. But anyways, doesn't matter. I just want to get into that room and then we can get the hell out of this level. On the other hand, we still didn't find that book. That's also just stupid. And I'm almost at the part at the point where I just want to go to Google and say, okay, where the hell is that book and how to get into that room. But I didn't do that in the whole playthrough, and maybe I will do so in other playthroughs. But for this playthrough that would be a bit sad, because I did other parts in this playthrough and I really replayed like an hour, 2 hours to how do you say, to get the result that you want to get in a deep playthrough, like bodies discovered or stuff like that. So I did put in quite some effort, and then all at the end just skimping out, that would be a bit inconsistent. But still, it's just annoying. Am I overlooking something? No, not really, huh? And probably, I'm pretty sure that when I find the solution, or I read up, I check Google in the end, maybe I'm so weak I will do that after all. It will probably be like, man, that was so obvious. But I'm not there yet. Because what does it say? One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So that are the symbols that you want. There was a lock over there that said 442, I guess. God damn it, man. Seriously. Why could I see it the other time like with these? 442. Okay, and we see like symbols here. Like circles and lines and bands. Like random figures. Is there also a cross? No. Ah, there's something over there. You have a big figure over there. It's like a circle with a diagonal thing, but that does not correspond with any of the numbers. Maybe with multiple of the numbers. Yes, that could be. I see the 6. That's the one in the middle. Yes, I think there can be multiple numbers, but this cannot be the solution, like getting it from here, because this is just too annoying to get the focus. Yeah, I also see the 2. I see the 6 and the 2 in there. This is just too annoying to get focus right. So I guess that's just simple a way to crack the case, but not so much a way to open the door. And it's maybe it's something like that you do have to get the key from one of these, but isn't it the case that if you pick them up that you immediately auto loot them? And I think I picked them all up. And there was nowhere like a letter or a note which hinted at the location of a key or anything. There doesn't seem to be any hole where you could use foresight through. Or maybe you could use it through a pipe. Yeah, that could be, because that could be the reason why that grating is there. You could displace through this grating if you put a marker over there. But the thing is, first you need to get the marker over there. That's the hard part. So you need to use foresight and find a way into that room. And that is really easier said than done. At least for me it is. I don't see any piping that you could use to use foresight through. You cannot open this gate. Kriebeltje, zie je dat? Hallo Kriebel. That I'm just talking, I say hello in Dutch to my cat. My cat is more and more, because of course I'm pretty often behind the screen, is more and more interested in watching television and video games. It's really funny. I used to have another cat who very unfortunately passed away recently. There's cancer, man. It's terrible. But she didn't care at all for screens or mirrors or stuff like that. But this cat does. It's really funny. She also seems to recognize herself in the mirror. Or at least she recognizes that there's something there. The other cat didn't even recognize that. Okay, is it possible to go through this eye? No, it's not. Is this a hidden doorway? No, it's not. An alarm clock. What the fuck do we need with an alarm clock? Nee, ik wil niet weer. Kom. That's where we came from. Man, I'm just turning in circles. I can of course just continue with the main objective. But then we run the risk that we actually progress further in the game without the possibility to backtrack and then lose out on that room. That's also not what we want. On the other hand, staying here and just roaming about is also, yeah, not fun to watch. And yeah, there, I think I more or less checked out everything. By the way, cool reflection in the water, the refractions. I can go ahead with the main objective, with the risk of losing out on that room. There's also, of course, a chance that the main objective directs you back to that room, but I cannot imagine that. But that's the problem. I can now, if I know for sure that's not the case, I should just explore further here. But maybe I'm now exploring further here for like hours, which would be a total waste of time, because actually the way to get in is, then maybe it is in the main objective line. So that would be really a waste of time. So continue with the main objective. Investigate further. Or use Google. Those are the three options we have. And I must say, I don't like any one of them. Okay, can't we just figure out the room is there at the back? Maybe we should try it from a different approach. the room is over there. No, it's over here. So that's over there or something. Maybe there's like somewhere here a way to get to it. But then it would be somewhere over here maybe, the back of that room. Also that first book, man, how annoying is that? That you really place like the follow-up parts like in super obvious places. But it's also not nice to start reading something in smack in the middle of the story. So it also makes common sense to place the first in a series at the most noticeable location, instead of making it the hardest one to find or bump into. Nothing behind it. Why would there be? It does remind me a bit of the, maybe I already told it earlier in the playthrough, on the earlier Lara Croft games, Tomb Raider. They also had some puzzles that were freaking frustrating, but then if you did solve them, the payoff was like super. And that's of course also a bit with this puzzle. Super frustrating. But once you get it, of course, it is great. Okay, I think I'm going to go to the roof of that side building. Let's check that out one more time. I already did. I can say like, yeah, I already checked out everything, which to a certain extent is true. But apparently I did not check out everything. Otherwise I wouldn't be screwing around here now. Maybe I should shoot all these things. Does that help with something? Didn't I already shoot that one? No, I think that's just too... Ooh. It's not like this releases pressure in the system and that then the electrical system overheats. The one in that room, like high voltage? No, I cannot imagine. I think those steam leaks are just to kill people. Yeah, there's nothing to be found here. Really fucking nothing. Does get a tad bit annoying, this. Is there any secret passageway here? No, there is not. Secret passageway here where I can use foresight. There really is not. Last drink together. That's a new painting. I actually didn't see it. Cannot really see that picture, but it again looks like a pretty freaky picture, like with this weird head over here and a body bending forward. Okay, I'm stuck. I think I'm gonna give up, peoples. So sorry. But what can I do? Nothing much, right? This is not my fault, I think. This is just stupid game design. That's also too easy maybe for me to place the blame there. On the other side, you can make things hard, but this is nearing impossible. It is really not like I'm not having paid attention in this game, and it's also not like I'm a total retard at games. A bit, but not. Yeah, I'm There's just nothing here, man. And if there's something here, it's so inconspicuous. That it's just... Okay, would there be maybe someone here that I didn't pick up? But I picked them all up. And if they have a key... No, I picked them all up. I didn't kill anybody in this location, so I moved them all there. There's one thing that... yeah, this room with the high voltage. But what can I do with high voltage? Is it like this line that I need to follow? With a voltage line or something? It goes to a lamp. Yeah, okay, fine. A lamp. What the hell was this room? I think in this room there was maybe a collectible. Kibotja. Zie je iets? Am I missing out something here maybe? Ah, there's a book. Is that number 1? Ah, there's a distortion. Or is that the distortion downstairs? No, it's not number 1. We already read that one. No, I give up, guys. Even if it's something that is like an aha moment, I don't even like it anymore. This is just stupid. I did find quite some stuff on my own in this playthrough, but I'm afraid I won't manage to find it all on my own. I'm sure that this place is the way to go, but I have simply no way to get my displace marker in that room. At least none that I can think of. And there's nowhere a key to be found. I took out everybody. 442. Okay, really nice, but it doesn't help me one bit. There's no hole to be discovered where you could enter or exit this place. Yeah, so there's actually again a number over there. Maybe the same one that's on the wall. Looks pretty similar. That's just probably to open the safe. But first we need to get in that motherfucker. Why is this room marked as high voltage? Why is one of the pipes copper and the rest is white? No, that's just art design. The one that is copper, where does it go? No idea. Can't we put the pressure on the copper one? Let's see if the lamps are... Yeah, it's so cool. They're all dynamic. You see it moving? Kibbel, kom. Je moet even weg. Kom, je moet even daar naartoe. Kibbel, kom hier. Kibbel, ga maar even hier. Kom. Goed zo. Cat is blocking my screen. Damn, pussycat. Okay, I am so in a bind here. Incredibly in a bind. If I use Google, I would feel like a loser. I cannot even freaking complete a pretty simple video game. Walking around here for an headless chicken for another hour also doesn't really appeal to me. Ah, that's the piping, it just stops over there. And it actually... Yeah, I don't think you can use displays through it. There's no entry or exit here anyways. To use displays. Or foresight, sorry. Stop fucking drawing your sword. I'm in a fucking stealth playthrough. No keys over there. Even if it would be here, it would be so stupid. Or is this... That could be. Is this a hint? That's where the eye is. Is this a hint of the location of the key? Could that be it? You know what? Let's check that out. Let's get to the eye. So that it was not a paint. Yeah, it's a nice painting, but a painting as a clue. I would still find it stupid because it's way too far away from where you actually want to go. But yeah, maybe worth a try. But still, we did find one thing still not, and that's the fucking book, part 1. Sorry that I'm using so much the 4-letter word. But yeah, in the Netherlands probably it also has a different meaning than using it in the US. It's of course a foreign word here. Or an English word. It's not that foreign. English is actually international. More and more. Okay, is there any way to get higher up? Or do we just need to be here? Oh yeah, here it is. Okay, this is pretty cool. Like a diagonal room. Okay, there is the eye, then our key should...
Watching me.
Is it? Ah, not really. It is freaky, that's what it is. But then here should be our clue. No, it's not. Or is it? There's nothing here, nothing at all. Okay man, this is so screw it. I'm just using Google, fuck it. And also checking out where that book is. Where the fuck? Man, this is really like lying on your back with just kill me. Can the outsider speak? Number 1. Okay guys, see you in a sec. Okay guys, I didn't really find it. Stopped looking because I felt so cheating. I did read that in that room somehow it said, yeah, it's old Macchioli's room or something, and it may have the answer to the outsider. And also in combination with that painting, I think indeed I thought this eye would just take us into the void or something, but probably we will have to backtrack, I think, to that room or something. The second thing was that book, and we're gonna get that now. I'm not exactly sure where it is, but it is somewhere in the library. That's what it said. It's in the library where a couple of cultists were talking about some scientific stuff. So I think that would be this room here. That's, I think, where we heard them talking. Or it was the first place where we encountered them. Near the big ceiling. Where weren't they talking? No, they were also talking here about scientific stuff, I guess. Anyway, super annoying that apparently... And we checked these 2 books. Apparently there is a book that I just simply totally missed. Anyway, but on that room it said, yeah, it is Kioli's room or so. I have no idea who that is. And then it said, yeah, so probably that is where the answer to the outsider is. And it, yeah, I didn't read further, but then indeed, with the painting of the eye, I think we simply have to interact with the eye, and then later on, probably we will head back to that room to get the answer of the outsider or something like that. There is a book. Did we check? Yeah, I think we checked out that book. Cannot imagine we did not. Number 3. Yes, we have number 3. Or could it be that the game is simply bugging out with the numbers of the numbering of these collectibles? No, I cannot imagine. I don't think it are randomly spawned books in those series. I think each book in a series has a specific location. Is that one? Did we... maybe we didn't even look at this one. Yes, nice. Okay, my bad. But how can I have overlooked it? I've seen this one 1,000 times. I've seen that one 1,000 times. Overlook this one all the time. Why is that? Here, if I'm just looking, this one you really see? Yeah, it's just my bad. I just overlooked it. And it also really doesn't look like a collectible book. Or yeah, it does. It's just my bad. I'm trying to make excuses. Excerpt from a monograph on encounters with the outsider. And it is a rare enough tale, but one which varies only in the tone and enthusiasm of its narrators. Select few are, through dreams or contact with friends, transported to the void and converse with the outsider himself. Some, it is said, walk away from these encounters with his favor. Naturally, it is difficult to untangle reliable accounts from the ramblings of desperate seekers of the outsider's attention. Nevertheless, an analysis of these events is warranted. The Abbey of the Everyman warns that the outsider walks among them, but to them he is merely the stranger who tempts you to infidelity or the pickpocket who robs you of trinkets. Only the barest understanding of the truth exists in their foolish litany. We of the eye know where the outsider truly lies. However, if these stories are to be believed, then we must question the extent of his power in the void. Does he choose these dialogues consciously? What is the nature of this conversation if indeed they are intelligible? What is his physical nature in these moments? These are the questions I attempt to answer in the chapters that follow. Okay. Let's get to the eye. Come on, guys. Okay, save the game.
It's been a part of me since this all started.
It's cold. Dead. But it still sees. I can see everything. The void. Like looking under the waves and into the sea.
Hopefully we will not encounter those freaking... Oh, there they are. There was a monster. Okay, I must not override that save, because if we are now not able to go back to that forbidden room, then that would be super annoying. Yeah, and by the way, I don't think we can go back. We are now... Probably we will now just encounter the outsider, kill him, and then we're done with. And the DLC is over.
How long has the outsider been drowning at the heart of the void?
Okay, sorry guys, before I'm just going ahead here, and then we cannot go back, I'm just gonna check the internet for that room. Because otherwise it will be a waste of time. That's just a waste. We'll be back in a sec. Okay, actually we do have to go here where we are now. Apparently Mokioti is some kind of guy. And he is impaled somewhere here. And he has a key on him, which gives access to that room. And to be honest, I don't like that game design, because with that little grating in that room... Oh, here he is actually. With the grating, it so much suggests that you should use this place. So there must have been so many players just wasting their time trying to get in, because it really, with this whole void, it feels counterintuitive that you now go back to like some, usually it would just be some kind of random side room with a bone charm or whatever. So it's super counterintuitive that you would go into the eye and that you then actually go back to be able to access that room. So I don't like this game design at all. Here is the key. And even if you are here, man, you really should know it, because it's hardly, if you're here you cannot even see that key. You really should take good pay attention that there is a key over there, otherwise you will miss it easily. 25th month of rain. Mokioti's last note. What I do for the sake of my studies. The risks are great, but it was never in my nature to leave questions unanswered. Everything must be revealed in time. The others may judge me, but that same desire exists in their own hearts. They are simply too cowardly to pursue it. The only means to the ritual hold lies in pieces, suspended at the moment in time in which that ancient gate was shattered. I will break the oldest and most sacred dictates of our order by simply approaching it, and to attempt to trespass. I do not know if I will succeed, but I must try. Whatever happens to my body, I know that my research is hidden in a safe place in my cell. My life has led to this moment. My wasted youth in the Academy of the Natural Philosophy, my time with the eyeless, my years in this sanctum, and now I may finally uncover the secrets of the ancient language. Okay, how do I get back to that freaking cell? I think there really is no way. We just have to to bypass those monsters. I did see one roaming about. Ah, there he is. Do you think there are also collectibles in the void? There's a... Ah, that are the persons we killed. I am not gonna choke out those guys. I don't think that will work. Can I please use this place? Man, I don't understand why everybody wants to go to the void that much. Doesn't really seem to be a cool place. Am I now seen? No. There's a person. Maybe they are not... I wanted to say maybe they're not hostile, I wanted to say. But they are. I don't even... Was I spotted? Does this count as a spot? Yes. Okay, I don't like this part at all. Oh, man. It's really perseverance going to a deep playthrough. Man, I'm... Time. Let's check it out. 46.5. Can you imagine if you don't know about that key, you would just roam about here, have no idea what to do? Ah, maybe... Is it... Look for the eye, approach the eye, reach the ritual holds. Discover where the eye of the ritual hold is located somewhere deep inside the void. Find out how to get there from Shindera Quarry. Make your way to the ritual holds. Eliminate the outsider, find another way. Find a way to end the outsider without resorting to murder. Taking a non-lethal approach will create less chaos, resulting in a more optimistic ending. find find another way. I find a way to end the outsider without resorting to murder. Find another way. Okay, you can either just find him and kill him, or you find the other way. That was the key. But that key, I like it, but it's just, if you don't expect that key, and you didn't like cheat like I did and check Google, then you are first like dying over and over again with those monsters, trying to maybe find something in all those locations, and probably when you're really looking for stuff there, you will be spotted and you will kill and die. And then actually there was a key all the way at the start of the eye. Man, that could be really like super wasteful time. It's just too inconspicuous, too well hidden, that key, and also that whole room that was in the not in the void reality but the normal reality closed. That was already a waste of time. So investigate the cultist's lodgings for clues about the ritual HUD. Yeah, whatever. Maybe I'm rambling a bit, but it's... Yeah, it's a cool game, but it maybe it's also because I want to really do it like in a kind of completionist way. That could for sure have something to do with it. Here, this is what I mean. Man, these are such annoying levels in my book. Always at the end of the game, often they tend to be artificially difficult, like throwing some super high damage, high health enemies at you. You even had it in the original Crisis with the aliens that popped up suddenly. You have it in so many games that it should be a cool climax, and actually it's often a turn for the worse. You also had it, by the way, in Quantum Break. A really cool game. But the final level was the final fight. It was like throwing enemies upon enemies onto you, and it actually really had like a really big luck factor involved on whether you could complete it or not. So it became really frustrating. And also the same here. Maybe now, I don't know, we're now in the same location but a different reality. Maybe there are even some cool collectibles in this level. I'm not even gonna bother. While I'm really aiming for 100%, this is just so frustrating that I'm those kinds of monsters where I'm sure you cannot do anything against. The only thing you can do is be killed over and over again. Like what's gonna happen now? There he's walking. I'm not even gonna look at collectibles anymore. I just want to get this over with as soon as possible. Here, it's not even fun, man. Here, this is what I mean, man. Was that the same? Ah, he shifted away. Good for him. Or actually good for us.
Is that the mark of the outsider?
Okay.
This one was obsessed like all the rest. What did he find out?
What do we have? We have some paintings.
The combination to his safe might have something to do with those strange symbols.
Yeah, it was an audiograph. Let's listen to it.
The topography of the void is dependent upon reality to supply the base for it to mirror. However, there is one place that has no referent in our world. Though I know the void sees into our hearts, my fellows call it the ritual hold. Some say it is a cradle, others say a tomb. The outsider himself resides there. To even approach the gate to that place is sacrilege. And even then, the void itself keeps it shut to living eyes. Truly, the ritual hold exists outside of time itself. It would be as futile as it is forbidden to it. These are thoughts for another time. My research into this ancient alphabet continues. Some remnants of their phonemic qualities are preserved in our oldest writings. The language possesses an unusual amount of diphthongs, reliant on distinction in tone and pitch to convey meaning. These symbols, I know the very nature of the void runs through them, but is it a dead language, or the language of the dead? Perhaps that could be the title of my next monograph.
Okay, what I see is 962 in those symbols. So let's try that. By the way, I must say, just like the hands in this game, and I understand steampunk, it's all fantasy, but the hands are humongous and the books are as well. This is like crazy. This has nothing to do with art design or steampunk. This is just comical. Why would you make such huge books? They're half as big as Billy herself. Doesn't really read like comfortably on a Sunday afternoon, studying on your couch with like a 3 by 3 feet, 100 kilo or 100 pound book in your lap. Okay, what did I say? 962? Oh shit. Okay, we have a bone charm. Let's see the bone charm. Build up and I thought knocks are much less likely to affect you. Block to deflect projectiles. Quick reflections seem to slow time. Displays cause no void if used close to an unarmored character. Displays interpenetration will always kill you. You deal greater damage with your sword. Okay, I thought I already dismantled a lot of these. Probably not. Or I found them again and they give the same benefits. I have no idea. Okay, the book of Mr. Mogiodi or whatever his name is. Yeah, Mogiodi. His diary, 2nd month of darkness. I am now certain of the meaning of the script adorning the flesh of those few who encounter the outsider. By the way, also in that, when I just checked the internet, it said like, yeah, you had that room where we are now in the normal reality. It had forbidden entry. Check the keyhole. And then it says, yeah, it's Malchiodi's room. Maybe it has the answer to the outsider or whatever. I really have no idea how I could have seen that it was Malchiodi's room. And I have even no idea who the hell Malchiodi is. I don't think there was any mentioning of him in this DLC. Maybe it's because I didn't play the Dishonored 2 full game yet. Maybe he's mentioned in there. But even so, even if I would have known his existence, about his existence, then how could I link Malchiodi to this room? And that I'm saying it that because I don't think you can. So that room really looks, the first time you come about it, like a random room for just a collectible, or like a little upgrade or something. Not like this crucial part of the main storyline. So I can understand that a lot of people are really wasting a lot of time trying to get into that room, just being like me, being a completionist and stubborn, and I will succeed in this, I will just look further. Before you know it, you're looking 2 hours for something that is not to be found. And that is just the developers should maybe pay a bit more attention to people like that. It's just not it's really a leapfrog conclusion to make. Like, let's skip this room. Probably it's part of the main storyline, like jumping in an eye, which is like super far distance from the room, and then assuming, but probably then I will get back to this room. No, that is really counterintuitive. It's just... Okay, that's out of my system. I am now certain of the meaning of that script adorning the flesh of those few who encounter the outsider. It is his name, the name he lost when he merged with the void. And if this name is returned to him, the old ritual performed by the Envisioned years ago would be undone. This revelation sends shivers down my spine. What I hold is the catalyst that could undo everything our collegiate has accomplished. 11 pounds of high gold. The ancient language tantalizes me still. The pronunciation was never formed for any earthly tongue. Perhaps these people, long ago, spoke with the spirits? But speculation is one of the many pitfalls which threatens the errant philologist. To pursue this further would necessitate transgressing the deepest commandment of our order. No one has entered the ritual hold since the outsider merged with the void, but to find one of those cursed spirits to read this language, it intrigues and frightens me in equal measure. 27th month of high gold. Against all caution, all prudence, all sense of loyalty, I persist. I cannot abandon my research. This place, this reliquary that holds the outsider's true form, calls to me. If my plan to enter the ritual hold is found out, all is lost. That's maybe why he was impaled by the cultist.
The mark is the outsider's name. And this says only spirits in the void can read it.
Okay, all fine, but I don't want to fight those dudes because they are simply annoying. Okay, what should I do? Reach the ritual hold. Make your way to the ritual hold. According to Malchiodi's diary, the outsider's mark is actually his own name written in a forgotten language. If spoken to the outsider, it will set him free. Malchiodi's key. Okay, but this is what I mean, what's annoying on this level. I need to reach the ritual hold, but I have no freaking idea where it is. So that means lingering around those unbeatable enemies for longer. The map here Ritual hold. It's in the middle. So you have the void. We are there. We need to get to the middle of the void. Yeah, I don't know where the middle is. Is this the middle? This room does seem bigger than it was before. Okay. No. Oh man. That was where we got in. So yeah. How do I freaking hell know where the middle is? Okay, I must say, with this little room, of course, this eye, yeah, okay, it is a pretty big hint, of course, that you, that it has something to do with access to that room, but yeah, still. It would be so cool if those enemies are not around now anymore, but I doubt it. Yeah, the middle. What is the middle? You tell me what the middle is.
Something's not right. Why are they here in such numbers?
Yes, they're still there, motherfuckers. Ah, there. Maybe this is it. That's his painting. Could that be something?
She is seen through dark walls. Soon she will see.
Oh man. Okay, I'm gonna check it out on the internet. I really don't like this level. 1 second. See you in a sec. Okay guys, we don't need to get back to the library and stuff. It's good that I checked the internet because, yeah, maybe it's of course also because I turned off the HUD, but I don't have an objective marker. But even so, then I think the game should also facilitate people not using the HUD, so it should be more clearly descripted or in the description where you had to go. Where you have to go, because now it really, I could have just as well gone back to the library and spent ages of time getting killed, or yeah, spent ages of trying to look for something that isn't there and getting killed along the way, and that is, there aren't that many things more annoying. We have to get back to the minecart, so that's over there. But apparently there's also some audio graph here or something, so I'm just gonna check that out. And that's also not... yeah, sorry, I don't want to rip on the game too much. But apparently... placing collectibles in a level like this... I mean... even if it's only one, like if you do one you can do more, or you just do none, and I would do none, because a lot of players will have the idea like I've been already here, so I picked everything and searched every nook and cranny, And what's the use of looking for, again, for new collectibles? But apparently there are some. And also, what I noticed is that the new cultists that are here in this reality, what I read, is they can actually see the bodies you knocked out previously. So if you didn't hide them well, yeah, then probably, I'm not sure, we will see afterwards, but then I will have a lot of bodies discovered. Well, I actually went out of my way to keep that number low. So yeah, there are quite some little grievances I have with this level. And yeah, I simply don't like it. With these kinds of unkillable enemies. It's just, I don't like it. But who am I? We can see if we can get these guys. Yes, we can. Oh yeah, and that was also, if they are seen by those envisioned, or whatever those monsters are called, it also counts as a body discovered. So it's just... Here! There you have one. There's another one. Why not? And he will most likely kill me. Ah, here's an audiograph.
There they are.
And there were also some, apparently...
The Leviathans of legend. Even our oldest writings detail sightings of these creatures in the void. Their affinity for this place is well known, but still a rarity. And here, now, so many. Oh, they drift through the void as if it were the depth of some...
Yeah, this is what I mean. You have like a collectible and you cannot even hear it.
Such secrets they must know. And listen,
Because you have to get out of the way because the guy is coming. Man! It gets worse and worse, this game design in this level. Here! Oh man, ass. You don't even get the time to freaking listen to a collectible. And even if you do, you're constantly on edge because you don't know where that other guy is. You have the one envisioned in your field of view, but there's also another guy who just can pop in from the side and spot you. So it's not even relaxed to listen to some lore. It's how a game can go downhill so fast. That's amazing. Happens way too often in the latter levels of games, especially the last levels of games. They just simply run out of ideas and go the simple route of, yeah, put some aliens in or some unkillable monsters, and then everybody will like it at the end. No, not everybody likes that. He is walking away. He is walking away as well. Okay, what we can do, what I forgot.
Potentialities? Does the
We can
This writings detail sightings of these creatures.
listen to it from a distance.
Their affinity for this place is well known, but still a rarity. And here, now, so many. Oh, they drift through the void as if it were the depth of some placid sea. Do they bear witness? Oh, such secrets they must know. And listen, what music they make. We had neither the means nor the opportunity to record them until this moment. Oh, but now, oh, how they bellow. It reminds one of a lullaby, or an elegy. We have never seen the whales. They are congregating. But why? For whom does this choir sing such baleful lamentations?
Jesus Christ, man. He even just trying to listen. And now you have to listen to it all again to just get the ending that you missed because some kind of... Oh man. I will be glad when it's over. Sorry guys, I'm getting totally done with it. But I'm not gonna quit now after 47 hours of playthrough. Game tomorrow, man. Wondering what it will be. Probably Evil Within. Or Resident Evil 7.
There they are.
does the void
The terrible
remember all?
Their affinity for this place is well known, but
Field research. Oh, I have to do everything. He won't leave his study.
Jesus Christ.
All potentialities.
there they are.
Does the
I could, of course,
The leviathans of the legend. Even our oldest writings.
I could, of course, pretty simply
But still, a rarity.
forgo this whole objective and stuff. Oh, but I will be seen by a guy from the right here. Over there he comes.
For the depth of some placid sea. Do they... Oh, such secrets.
I could just forgo the collectibles, but then I'm like, no, I was hunting collectibles for 45 hours. I'm gonna get this one as well.
Means nor the opportunity to record them until this moment. Oh, but now. Oh, how they bellow. It reminds one of a lullaby.
Jesus Christ. Who thought it would be a good idea to place an audible collectible
The leviathan.
that takes like 2 minutes in the middle of an area where two unkillable enemies who one shot kill you, one hit kill you, are roaming about. What genius thought that would be cool? That like, yeah, that players would really like that. That's a challenge. That's cool. No, it's not.
Some placid sea. Do they bear? No. And listen, what music they make. We had neither the means nor the opportunity to record them.
Yes, of course. And there we go again. It's actually, I've now been playing 15 minutes. Just, Kriebel, ga zeggen, kom. Playing 15 minutes. 15 just to listen to a freaking one single recording. Nee, ga maar hier. Ga maar daarop. Man.
Terrible beasts. The leviathans of legend.
Here. You cannot be...
For this place is
Yeah,
well
okay,
known,
maybe here.
but still very. And here, now. Oh, they drift through the void as if it were the depth of some placid sea. Do they bear witness? Oh, such secrets they must know. And listen, what music they make. We had neither the means nor the opportunity to record them until this moment. Oh, but now, oh, how they bellow. It reminds one of a lullaby, or an elegy. We have never seen the whales in such numbers. They are congregating. But why? For whom does this choir sing such baleful lamentation? It feels as if their song could end the world.
Okay, that was the collectible. Then I read there are 2 more bone charms that the guys who were up there over there at the painting have. Let's try to get them, pickpocket them. Maybe there are more collectibles, but hell no if I am gonna explore this level further. Hell no. I don't even remember whether I saved now, so do it again. She has a bone charm.
Why can't they be captured?
She has one as well. Here's this guy rocking about. Now, yeah, you tell me how to get... You tell me how to get, or anybody, and I don't know, but tell me how to get those bone charms without 4 people, without being spotted, because that's our playthrough, and without bodies being discovered. It's simply impossible. Yeah, unless, that's a cool one maybe, I use semblance. I haven't been using that a lot still. Then I can at least get 1, I guess. Yeah, on the other hand, by the way, I had to act way sooner. Can I semblance him?
How long is the gate to the ritual? How long is the gate to the ritual hold?
You're asking the wrong question. The gate has been broken since the foundation of our world. And so the gate has always been broken. One day we will guard its pieces, as the envisioned do.
That was actually pretty easy. You can pickpocket from quite a distance away.
How long is the gate to the ritual hold lay broken?
You're asking the wrong question. The gate has been broken since the foundation of our world. I can see the movement. And so the gate has always been broken.
Who are you?
Why? I wasn't in their freaking field of vision. Unless they have like eyes in their cheeks.
Is the gate to the ritual?
Jeez, why do I get spotted 2 times before I wasn't spotted? It's so random as fuck, this game, seriously.
How long is the gate to the ritual hold lay broken?
You're asking the wrong question. The gate has been broken since the foundation of our world. And so the gate is open.
I can see the movement between realities with my own eyes.
With me! For the eye!
She couldn't even see me.
The gate has been broken since the foundation of our world. And so the gate has always been
I
broken.
can see the movement. What's going on?
Let's see what you can do.
The gate has been broken since the foundation of our world. And so the gate has always been
I
broken.
can see the movement between
One day we will
realities
guard
with my
its
own
pieces,
eyes.
as
Are
the
they not made of
envisioned.
light? Why can't they?
Is
Someone asking for trouble.
Oh, you're home. Let me wipe the blood from your eye.
Welcomes you.
The gate has been broken since the foundation of our world. And so the gate has always been broken. One day we will guard its pieces, as the envisioned do.
Why can't they be captured?
When the illusion of time falls from your eyes.
Those ruined silvergraphs in my studio.
Outsider's bone!
Ah, okay. I think they just turn around regardless. I thought they would stand on the ledge watching the death forever, but they do not.
The gate has been broken since the foundation of our world. And so...
But I have to... can't stay long here because the freaking beast is coming back. Whatever it is. Ah, huh? It's this could actually be a good thing that he spots me.
How many of the founders are still there? Are they even...
These two are here. He's walking all the way down there. She's checking it out. So I could semblance... Yeah, I could semblance that woman over there. If I get some freaking mana.
Hey! Who are you?
Okay, he's walking away. She's turning around.
Handwriting is atrocious. I can barely read his notes.
No mercy!
His handwriting is atrocious. I can barely...
Outsider's bones. You really thought you could just show up in a place like this?
Why? Why? Are they spotting me just as I'm about to complete my semblance? Or does semblance doesn't work? Or does the sound of semblance make them discover me? It's been a long time that I had such a frustrating game. even the toughest part of Gears of War, on which I made the several Gears of War 4, which was most random, difficult level of the last couple of years, was more fun than this. Okay.
What's going on?
Why, what's going on? I'm using semblance, right?
No luck. I'll take a look around over there then.
Ah, they found a body. And that beast, by the way, isn't fooled by semblance.
What do you want? Why are you here?
Okay, that body. I don't think it's possible to have that body not discovered. Even if I take her out with semblance, the guy will discover her body, and vice versa. So maybe it's better if I try to steal the bone charm. Without using semblance. But I guess that's also, yeah, hardly doable.
Where's my lucky...
Because one of the women is the one with the bone charm, is I think in the field of view of the one without the bone charm. So it is all hardly doable. Unless that's what I could do. I could take out the guy, choke him, put him here, and semblum him. But then the beast will see him. So I have to then put him somewhere. Yeah, I could put him over there. Okay, let's try that. And what I should not forget is that semblance actually is a temporary thing. Oh, but now I cannot get back up, right? Of course I can't. I can use semblance on him. But I cannot hop back up then. So I have to use semblance on some... Yeah, of course, why not? He is looking in our direction, I guess. Right? Okay, one here, one there. Where's the lady friend? She's all the way there. Where is the woman? She's over there. There's a woman here, woman there. The other one looks like a pretty good target right now.
You should have stayed away from us.
Didn't like that. I'm going to have a look around.
Of course, no mana anymore. Why not? Why not make it the most frustrating experience ever? Also talking to myself.
than piss.